about entertaining people with a genuine love of cars.
It's dynamic, it's engaging, it's enthralling, it's entertainment.
Something that people have never ever seen before.
It's a mega adrenaline rush. When you've got the smell of the tyres and the crowd will cheer on.
So it's kind of taking what people are kind of used to and kind of pushing the boundaries as far as we possibly can.
That's what we're here to do, to give them a fantastic show.
It really is a very, very special show.
But in the end, it was all about having fun with cars. And when the show got going, everything else seemed to fade away. This was motoring magic at its most majestic. Wow, pure undeniable magic. MPH 07 left me and the audience speechless.
Back in 2003, we thought, let's create a new kind of motor show because the world is bored of boring old motor shows. So we got together Jeremy, who I knew from old, and said, what should we do? And came up with the idea that the cars should move. And from there you say, well, let's do mad things, let's do funny things, but most of all, let's just love cars.
I think what MPH does for the first time is involve kind of performers, human performers with those cars. We make the cars even more of a performance.
You need to get them to do interesting things, you need to get them to drive fast. Next thing you want to have races, then you start to have crashes, and then of course you add a bit of theatre and we start thinking, well, let's make the cars fly, let's make them dance, let's make it like a huge motoring circus, which is of course what we've done.
We saw the show last year in London and immediately saw the uniqueness of it and approached Brand Events to bring it out to South Africa. Close on 600 people work on the show, both pre-event in terms of the build-up and during the event itself. The actual crew, in terms of performers, drivers, stuntmen, people actually involved in the theatre, just close on 150.
It's a question of timing. It's a question of making sure that you're getting cars out of the way, the next car into the right place.
We've got all the best crew really, and cars that we use, and we're all specially modified for the show. We just want to bring the best of everything to the South African crowd.
So it's kind of taking what people are kind of used to and kind of pushing boundaries as far as we possibly can.
This is a unique event which showcases and demonstrates the latest and greatest cars in a dynamic fashion.
The reason for the success of MPH is quite simple. It brings passion back into motoring shows.
I think it's been a resounding success. The feedback that we've had from attendees has been phenomenal.
It's been the most amazing week.
The South African crowd has second to none. You know, the atmosphere out there when we're doing the stunts is unbelievable.
As long as we're entertaining you and you're happy, you go away happy and you feel like you've seen a show, that's what makes, you know, the whole thing worthwhile for me and the other guys.
Half a South African crowd is louder than a full English crowd.
Rather than tour our show around the world, we'd like to tour your audience with us, because we're just not sure we'll find funnier, happier, more enthusiastic crowds. Certainly more fun than in England.
Cars are fun, and you should have fun in cars, and you should have fun talking about cars, and don't be too precious about your cars.
For us, it was about putting our product in action, demonstrating in action. The fact that the cars that are participating in the show are using our fuel is testament to that.
We're still working on 2008 already, so coming up with even more impressive stunts. So watch this space.
Well, ultimately, it would be great if MPH as a show could go round the world. It would become a kind of global travelling circus.
It's definitely going to become an exciting fixture in the South African motoring calendar in the years to come.
The show is going to set the trend for other motor shows, not only locally but internationally.